Why can't people move past 2024? I understand that it was traumatic, it was disappointing, but we are literally in 2025. So why do we continuously keep talking about 2024? But if you want to keep talking about it, let's talk about what actually freaking happened. This is polling from the swing states in May of 2024. We knew that Biden was struggling, but it did not make sense to change the candidate in May after Biden literally just won the freaking primary. It made no sense. So Biden was going to have to do something to get his polling numbers up. And the thing that they came up with was Biden was going to have a debate with Trump earlier than normal. And he did. And guess what happened? It didn't fucking go well. Hello. He was struggling in Minnesota. He was also struggling in Virginia. This was not a secret. The night of the debate started the conversation about should Biden stay in the race or should Biden go. Personally, I was not ready for Biden to leave because I knew it would cause chaos if he was to leave the race. You literally had people who voted for him. You basically were going to toss their votes and you would now have to give it to someone else. And we all knew that they did not want Kamala Harris. This was happening. AOC even said the conversations that were happening. They didn't want Kamala, and we knew that. But nonetheless, 11 days after the Biden and Trump debate, the polls really didn't change that much. But then Congress people started coming out saying they didn't want. Nancy Pelosi goes on Morning Joe, and that causes a ruckus. These people did no service to us. They did not help us in this process because guess what? In the end, we lost anyway. This is a headline from The Guardian on July 9th. It says Biden suffered less polling damage than expected after debate against Trump. Polls indicate Biden is trailing Trump, obviously, but opinions may have not shifted radically, while Kamala Harris still shows mixed results. So y'all were ready to throw Kamala Harris in this joint, and we still didn't even have great polling numbers to show if she could win. Make it make sense. Then we get polling on July 11th, and it says that most Democrats want Biden to drop out, but overall race is static. Polls fine. More than half of Democrats say Biden should end his candidacy overall. 2 in 3 adults say that the president should step aside, including more than 7 in 10 independents. We still didn't have a plan at this point. No one knew what was going to happen. I was a delegate. I promise you, no one freaking knew. What really changed the race was July 13th when that dude tried to take out Trump. That was the end of the road for Biden for the most part. After that, we knew that Biden probably was going to have to drop out. The question was then, who is going to have to replace him? He got COVID, he wasn't on the road, and the polls just started to tank. By the time Biden dropped out, this is what the swing states look like in the polling averages. Biden was struggling. He had no choice then but to drop out. And we still ended up winning Minnesota by 4 points. Of course, Kamala Harris did better than all of these numbers. He definitely made the race more competitive. And that was a good thing. No one is complaining about that. I love Kamala Harris. I was happy she got into the race. But I didn't want it to be on the media's or people's terms. I wanted it to be on Biden's terms. And he did what he needed to do. And he endorsed her. And y'all still wasn't happy about that. In the end, Kamala got 226 and Trump got 312, which is exactly what Biden would have gotten based on that information. Now, would it have made sense for Biden to stay in the race after 3 weeks of y'all going in on him after Trump got shot? No, it didn't make sense at that point, which is why everyone was okay with Kamala jumping in the race. Did it harm our party? Absolutely. It most definitely harmed because all y'all did was beat up on Biden for 3 whole weeks and y'all are still beating the fuck up on him now. It's never ending. In the end, the same result happened. Trump is president. And I am glad that we were able to keep some of the seats that we had in the Senate. And we were able to keep some of the seats and flip a few in the House. What are y'all getting now about constantly beating up on Biden? It's exhausting. It is time to literally move the fuck on.